Okay, y'all, welcome back to Resin Me Up. We've got 2 more molds left from Resin Molds Express, and it is the owl nightlight and the frame, picture frame. So I've already brushed this, and what I did was I put pink eyes, or purple eyes, blue, and pink nose, and then I brushed it with the Let's Resin chameleon flakes in the hot pink chartreuse. We're going to pour those clear, obviously, because they go together and you put your picture in the center. And then this, because what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to eventually make 2 of them. And I'm going to put the girls as twirling pictures in them. They're professional ones. And I got that flake everywhere. Can't do anything about it. I'm going to marble the frame part of it in the girls' twirling colors. So what I got out was Smurf, Arctic, and Ocean. So not quite sure which one I'm going to use. If I'm going to use the Ocean or the Smurf. And I'm going to mix up some white. And I'm going to do this technique in the frame. I love that technique. And then that's what we're going to do. My resin is mixing up. I'm going to run it through my vacuum chamber, and then we're going to come back. And I'm just going to pour this clear because it's a night light. So that's all I'm going to do to that. Clear, marble, clear, clear. Get it? Clear, clear, marble, clear, clear. All right, so I will be RB when that gets done, and I'll run it through the vacuum chamber, mix up my white, and we'll come back. Okay, BRB. Okay, y'all. Yep. Okay, they're all full. And remember, I always swirl at the end. It's kind of hard to swirl that, but I'm going to bring some of this white out of this corner. Okay, that's it. All done. We'll be back on demold for these, and we'll see how they turn out. Pray this doesn't have like a massive, a massive amount of white in the corner. All right, y'all. We'll see you on demold. Bye. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Well, these are all ready to take out of the molds now. When I went to cover these up, I touched that with the thing. So, we'll get it out of here anyway and see if it affects anything. I may have to trim that edge with it. Still not 100% sure how this goes together. So we'll have to check that out and see. So there's those two things. Let's get this out of here and see how this works. Still not sure, because it looks so strange. How this might work. So that's what this looks like. Now I'm assuming that this, let me nip this off here on this edge, because that's going to be a problem. May have to re-pour this since I touched that. So when you look at this, these have knobbies, and so that looks like that fits right in there like that. And it's supposed to go right inside those holes, but it doesn't look like, or maybe it's this other way. It goes in like this. No, it has to go in that way. Like I said, y'all, this is kind of strange. I mean, it has to clamp together like that, but, or maybe it's just supposed to sit there. I don't know. And then it sits in there like that. I mean, it's a kind of a cool little frame if you can get it to stay in there or to fit in there like that. But I don't know, y'all. This has got to snap together. And I'm sure that's probably causing an issue. Let me snip this off. I may have to re-pour this one. Can't believe I let that touch that. Actually, you know what? Let's use our little RESINERS thing, since I haven't used that yet. Let me move these over here. Move all this out of the way. Let's choose one of the like maybe this one. We may have to change that. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Gotta hold it, that's for sure. It's a cool little gadget. I know I'm off camera, but I gotta hold it up against myself here. Now I've bent the piece of plastic. I think I'm gonna use this to file off those little edges. In there. Okay. Now, let's see if this will go together. It's got to go together. Oh, there we go. This one still doesn't want to pop in there. But that's in an essence of what it would do. I need to maybe bore that hole out a little bit because it doesn't want to pop in there. Put a little drill bit in there. Drill that out just a little bit. Let's see. That should do it. So we're going to stick that in there. We're going to hold down that button and we're going to tighten that up. Release. Whoops. There we go. That hole might be too big for that. Shouldn't be. Yep, that hole's too big. So I need to change this and use a smaller. The hole's too big. So I need to grab the smaller. And that grabs it much better. Now we can tighten that down. Just like that. And now we're going to bore this little hole out a little bit. Just like that. Might as well do the other one while I'm at it. Okay, now these should fit right in those holes. Well, might have a little hangover there. It's so small I can't see it. Same way with this one. Okay. Okay, there's that one. So basically, that's how it works now that my things are all dirty. And then it sits down inside of here like that. Guys, this is weird. It's supposed to sit in there just like that. That's how it works. So it's very cute. Very cute little frame. Very cute little frame. Picture frame holder. So that's what that looks like anyway. And for me not knowing how it worked, now that I know, I'm going to redo it. But it's very cute. Very cute. So that's that. All right. Oh, and I poured that icky cicada. I just used the leftover white. Yeah, bugs. I just poured it in white and clear. I do not like bugs. All right, let's take a look at this little guy. I'm curious to know what this is going to look like. I watched it for a while to get bubbles out, but it looks like I missed one right there. Okay, so there's that. And I let these sit overnight, so that way they'd be definitely cured. All right, and so that sits on there just like that. Oh, that's so cute. Isn't that cute? Let me grab some AA batteries. 1 minute. Okay. So 2 AA batteries. And we'll just leave that wrapped up just like that. And there isn't a slot for the wire, so it's going to have to sit right there. And that's how it looks. Isn't that cute? So that is very cute. I like owls, so that's very cute. So that's what that looks like. So we'll set that one over there. Now I have a bunch of extras that were left or that were from leftover resin. And I made a turtle. I had poured white in this quite a few days ago. And what I did is I took advantage of the fact that that is a checkerboard. So I put white in there, and then I just poured purple with the clear that I had left, and that's how that turned out. Isn't that cute? It's very cute. So there's that. And I did a drip frog with some of the white that I had left, and I used red. I just love these. These are so cool. Now the red is a little more potent than the other colors, so it's a little harder to see, but I just love the effects. You can kind of see it down in there. So there's the red drip frog. Just love these things. And I've got some more turtles. I used the Into Resin glitters. And I dug out my other little turtle and starfish mold that I've had forever and ever. And I put some of these in because I had some left. Because I've got something coming up that I need these for. Whoa, where are you going? And so that are those. Aren't those cute? Yeah, this is a fondant mold. I've had this for a while. It's got fish, starfish, and turtle on them. So that's how those turned out. They're cute little turtles and little starfishies. So yeah, so there's everything. Everything that I made. Yep, that's everything. So you guys will have to let me know what you think about these Resin Molds Express molds. And like I said, I winged it because I had no idea how any of these worked, and or how they were supposed to work or whatever. And ew. And the frame mold is absolutely adorable. I'm going to re-pour it because I'm not happy with how all of that turned out now that I know how it works. And my extras and the little owl nightlight. Very cute. Very, very cute. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for the Resin Molds Express Summer Magic Box. Y'all have to let me know what you think. And if you're interested in purchasing any of these molds, they do sell them separately. I don't know what the breakdown is since I didn't get a sheet, but you're more than welcome to go out to resinmoldsexpress.com and check those out. And they also have the box mold subscription. You're more than welcome to check that out as well. All that information is on their website. So yeah, so I'm going to leave you with that. What did we did all together? What did I do with those? I did a plate, a butterfly dish. I was just going to show you all of them on this video at the end. So this is the butterfly dish, the plate, and we did a cute little hedgehog planter. So this is all of the molds. Well, not these. Let me put these away because they're not included. Those are in my little extras bin. So recap. Plate, which turned out very cute. butterfly trinket dish, very cute. Hedgehog planter, even though they call it a candle holder. The owl nightlight, the cicada, and the picture frame mold. And they do have the this, which is what I should have probably used my extra resin in, and I forgot it was sitting over there. These are little charms that you can make, and I'll throw them in here and there because I forgot about it. That's the only one I didn't do. So all the molds have been poured. You guys will have to let me know what you think about all of these. And like I said, go out and check out their website and see what you think. If you would like any of these molds, here they all are. And, you know, they can be done different ways. Like I said, I'm redoing the picture frame now that I know how to do it. And yeah, so there you have it. So remember, stay curious, stay creative, and always stay positive, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.